whatever wants to come through. Oh my goodness. And I'm actually going to go on Facebook. I forgot to do that. Let me go do that. Um, so this recording is already like in a funny spot. Let me just pause that one there and pause this one here.
Hey, whatever wants to come through.
Okay. Take two. Take two. Whatever wants to come through with Leslie Platner and Al Havens. We're both matrix energetics practitioners. Leslie started off as a nurse. I started off as a physical therapist. I'm still a physical therapist in Bellingham, Washington. And we run a group called Atomic Success Secrets to help people heal and get the lives they want. And so Leslie, the secret, one of our secrets is we do this before we actually get on screen. What did we just do, or what's going on, or when you think of the stuff we were talking about? Um,
Yeah, we were talking. Hi, Ralph. Good to
hey
be
there.
here. We were talking about all the magic that people are learning and practicing from so many different, very ancient traditions, African, Asian, people who feel enlightened and they're playing with their life is, what did you say? Their
Well,
life is,
like the Tibetan healing, the in stuff from India, the yoga, the qigong, the tai chi, the deep wisdom healing traditions.
yeah, and moving your life into God's space. I like that. So we were just talking about everything that we do and that we're aware of that allows people to really gain the freedom to be themselves and manifest their potential, fulfill their deepest longing, jump the gap. I was talking about jumping the gap between where you are, which sometimes brings up angst because you're ready to go to the next level. And so we really work with people that are wanting to jump that gap and they're feeling like held back or problems with addiction or problems with partners or business or just not happy, but there's just that inner angst about wanting to move to the next level. And really just it can kind of be fun.
Yeah. So
Even,
that's what I noticed before we got on was I yeah, it's like that it can be easier than we think. Like that's what I noticed with this matrix energetics. It's easier than we think, than we ever imagined, and it can be a blast. It's like mind-blowing fun is the way my friend Kim Burnham told me about matrix energetics before we took it. And we don't just do matrix energetics, but there's something magic about that. Um, I guess who are we speaking to? Like you and I were asking, like, well, who is it that we're helping? And what it boiled down to me was people who have some level of suffering, whether it's a chronic or a mysterious type of health concern, or life is just not going the way they thought it should be going at this point in their life. Um, that's the invitation. And one of the things that you and I have is a way to play in this field of infinite possibilities and see a real result. Um,
yeah, there's that matrix energetics part, and then there's the part, which is like the quantum physics, and everything is all possible at one time, and everything is an illusion, and how do you change your viewpoint? And there's also the really deep spiritual work that Richard would talk about too. I mean, he's very deeply into meditation and spiritual practices. So what are the truths that will help us? Those seem like ancient and they've been here forever, also, and they go with the quantum physics. I mean,
yeah,
they
and a
really.
lot of people, like I know I read a lot of that stuff early on and I believed it, but it wasn't really working for me until I popped into the matrix energetics world. And then interesting things happened that some would say is good and some would say is not good. Life didn't get just a bowl of cherries. It's like it, but yet people were healing all around us with this. I feel like one thing that's going on right now that I don't know if people realize is they're sitting in a soup of whatever this is with infinite possibilities because we're on right now and because of what we do and who we are and what we access. And you and I both know that everybody's got this magic in us. Like there's all this like ancient wisdom, you know, the Tibetan healing and the Qigong healing and the yoga healing and all this ancient wisdom. And people are in a session right now when you and I are hanging out, talking. I wonder if we should make it look like they're in a session.
Yeah, sure.
Or like let's do this. Let's just go straight to it because it kind of reminds me of a Christian guy. I used to I had I was in a group called the Navigators and they were missionaries and but I just liked hanging around with them and so I was like in this group and this guy was talking, our leader of this stuff, and he said you could talk about this truth and this gift and all this stuff. He was talking about Christianity, and he said, or you could just have them experience it. And so he likened it to like a gun. Like you could talk about a gun, you could examine the gun, you could tell what it was German made, and it's like got this intricate piece, or you could just shoot the damn gun and be like, oh, that's a gun. So let's just shoot the gun.
All righty.
Okay, so what you can do, if you like, is just set your intention of like if there was something that could be done for you today in this next moment, what might that be for your desires? How did Leslie say that? Basically, your heart's desires.
Yeah. So before you do are you going to do the
Oh,
draw?
I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, tell us what are you feeling?
Oh, I just love creating the magic circle, that
I
I
do
do
too.
all the time. So maybe I could just do that for anybody who's
Lead us
watching.
through it. Yeah, lead us through it, Leslie. And then I invite everybody that's still with us that wants to experience this and to want to see what kind of results change, what happens in your life after this hangout with us. Let us know. And Leslie's going to walk us through this.
Well, I think, I first got this in Matrix and I love it. It's a way for me to tune into whether I'm open to receive everything that is meant for me and for anybody I'm working with. So I just, feel this magic circle that's everything that whoever is watching this wants, their heart's desire, whether they know it or they don't know it. And I just stay with this circle until it comes together at the bottom. And sometimes it doesn't come together very easily. Everything, all the abundance, all the experiences of love and connection, feeling empowered, great relationships, joy, happiness, freedom, contentment, power, wonder, awe, creativity. There, wow. For some reason it came to the bottom and now it's really gotten huge. All right. There's a beautiful magic circle full of everything our hearts desire.
Oh, wait.
And then I'm just trusting what's coming to me. So there's from Matrix, there's the idea of radionics or vibration or frequency. So we'll find the one, if we had a radio dial, we'll find the exact frequency that we could attune to. it holds the information, the frequency that will attune us to our heart's desire. There we go. Ooh, that one's that one's pretty powerful too.
I feel something. What came to me was a shape that's in nature, and whatever that is. So I'm going to share a screen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's like that Fibonacci sequence, that mathematical Fibonacci repeating sequence. That's the mathematical um, stuff that's underneath reality.
Yeah. It's so fun in Matrix that you can just trust whatever comes to your mind. I started noticing peanuts in a shell and the smell of peanuts, and it reminded me of West Africa. So I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what that has to do with anything. And now I'm seeing that the integration, the figure eight, the integration, and whatever we were talking earlier about drumming and creating a vibration. And I don't know what that has to do with anything, but it seems to have showed up.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe a connection between everyone in the world who wants to create a healthy, harmonious, abundant experience in their life. Coming out of this misery we're all living in to the reality of who we are. Like your friend Katerina says, living God's world, or however she said it.
Yeah, God's space.
God's space, right? What if we knew that in our hearts?
Whoa.
Yeah, that feels like it's really coming together.
Yeah. So one thing Leslie and I were talking about, this feels awesome. I don't know what you guys are feeling. I'd love to hear what you guys are feeling. And I'd love to hear what you guys are noticing that's different in your life after you watch this, after you watch it again, after you share it. If you'd like to share it, we'll put it everywhere. YouTube, Shutter, Spotify, all the places we put stuff. And we like to see stuff, we like to test it, like see, well, what's different? What's different in your life? What's different in your world? How do you feel? Do you walk differently? Do you feel differently? Is there some more luck coming your way? It's really cool because that's been our experience. If when we play like this, one of my secrets is and it's not a secret, I tell people, is I use that magic circle like you do to set up the space before I go do the thing. Like if I'm going to go to a meeting or go see a client or whatever's going on, setting it up so that it's already done. Because there is an underlying code that seems to be like it is that it's just cool to do this ahead of time. So I'd like to hear what people noticed, what they noticed that's different. We'll put links below so you can talk to me and Leslie Platner and join us if you like. There's different ways to join us. So I'll put some links below. This feels awesome, Leslie.
It does. Thanks, Ralph.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so we'll leave it like that. I think one thing we'll just leave it like that. Let's see what happens. I'll go ahead and click us off the recording and then put this places. And please share this with people who could use some help. A lot of people are suffering that you don't even know what people are going through and their story and their past. And if you feel inspired to share this, we would sure like it. And we feel it could help a lot of people. So share it, use it, message us, let us know what happens.
All righty.